things that matter. Probably the things you're supposed to do daily, the things you're just supposed to do to your client, to your spouse, to your partner, to your friend, and those things that make life go easier, better, and faster. The little things that matter. Right, let's talk about it. What do you have? What is one little thing that matter that you know? The floor is open.
Actually, for me, I would say is honesty and diligence. Because if you are being honest in whatever you are doing, you might not you might not even come back. It should just be your habit, whereby you are not forcing it. And then you'll be surprised that something that you might have done for a very long time is now paying off, and you'll be very surprised that because you will not count it as a big deal. You get, like, I'll use myself as an example now. When I stay paying for now, after painting, I'll make sure I clean everywhere. And now everything my God teach me with that. So it has become part of me. So that's what I do most times. So one guy, and I got a referral from the guy. So the person that referred the guy to me, because you know these big boys now.
Yeah.
So after I was done painting, it was not like because it was not there apparently. So it was not like say make sure I get anybody when they clean house. Because they ask us, what's in one clean? Because they make the person just come clean the place where they grow. I come and say, I don't clean everywhere. Say you don't need clean again. Because say make I do video, I can't do video send give and because say people know they do like this now. Say the last people where he use, say they just mess everywhere up. So say you can't tell them say why then they say everywhere like this. Say they tell us say so it be say you go need to go clean and we come clean and up. And from that guy, I don't feel even count the number of referral I get. So I feel like these little things that we tend to overlook matters too. Thank you.
Yes, that's a great one. Because the things that don't seem like a big deal eventually turn out to matter a lot. Imagine just cleaning after work. That's like going the extra mile. That's something that is not exactly popular in your industry. In fact, for most, should I say technicians, handy workers, those who work by their skills and those things, it's they don't do it. And for you to do it, and if I'll say something, I think there was a place where I went to drill ball, and after drilling, we cleared the we cleared the remains on the floor on the ground, and the man was like, "Really, you do this?" Yes, we do it, and that standouts. That's an extra. That's something else. Even sometimes we still put it in our bill that okay, clearing of your site after pump installation and stuff like that, which a lot of people don't do. What we do, what most of us do, we drill. Once you see your water, we install your pump, we leave. However, you want your compound to look like it's your business after then. Of course, it's a different discussion if your site is still under construction. Say you have not done anything there or you're just about to start building. We can leave it because some of those things we excavated can actually be useful for what you're doing, so you can do that yourself. But in a place where you are built completely, I mean, we'll clear it up for you. And so, yes, it's a great one. Just going the extra mile. Yeah. Okay. Who is saying another thing? The little things that matter. They don't look like big deal, but really they matter. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think empathy in business also matters. For example, there was a time I someone ordered some rabbits for me, and then I think he ordered about 3 or 4. I'm not sure. So I packed it, and I was supposed to send it to. So I think I'm not sure around this Otta Road. You understand all those small neighboring places towards that old road.
Yeah.
That was where the location was. So when I packed it, I think, and they are big rabbits. I think there are about 3 big rabbits and 1 small rabbit. So, and I just started rabbit farming. Then I've not really done much of delivery and all those things. So as I packed it, I was supposed to perforate the carton very well. Although I perforated it, but I think the perforation was not big enough. It was not sufficient enough. So the air that was getting to the rabbits was not sufficient enough. You understand? And they were supposed to be transported in a vehicle. So get into and I told the person that was supposed to drive that he should put the carton in front. You understand? He should put the carton close to him, the driver's place, so that he can monitor the rabbits and all. But I think the driver didn't heed my advice. He kept the rabbits at the back at the boot. You understand? And he said he'll be checking it intermittently. On getting to the destination, I think about 2 or 3 of the rabbits were already dead. It was so the person that owns the rabbit was very angry. He called me and was like, it was that what the way I perforated it, that I'm supposed to tell the driver to keep it in front of them. Those drivers they don't really mind. They just do what they want to do. Now I'm the one that's supposed to use a bigger carton or use a bigger perforation so that it can sustain them till the journey lasts. You understand? So I was very angry with myself that I made that mistake. So, but what I want to bring out is that the way I addressed the issue, the way I communicated with him, I spoke with him, putting myself in the shoes that if I was the one that did such a deal with someone else and it went this way, how will I react and how can I salvage the situation? You understand? Not coming from this perspective of me being the seller. So what I did was and I told him that okay, I will cover the cost of, at least we can both cover the cost of the loss of the rabbits that died, and then I'll cover 70%, he covers 30%, you understand, of the rabbits that died and all. And he was happy with that, and I refunded him the 70%. And afterwards, I was even thinking that he might not have any deal with me again. But afterwards, with that show of empathy, he brought more deals. I can't count how many deals he has brought towards me that I've executed and perfected. So that's one thing. That's one thing I think is something that looks little but matters.
Yeah, empathy. Because many times, a lot of people will not actually deal with you until they see that you actually kind of care about them, right? So it's not about the products that you're selling at the end of the day. It's about how your customer feel, and that's some of the things some people call customer experience. So depending on what stage your business is, depending on what you're doing per time, if it's going great, your customer experience might just be that they feel special, things go good, they feel seen, known, and that kind of experience can make them come again. Empathy, say things are not going well, somebody made a transfer, the money is hanging, like the example you gave, something died and you all have to bear the loss, and then you make sure it's not the customer's full responsibility. Yeah, all of that in business can actually go the extra mile of making you be their favorite person, right? So that's a good one, empathy. Yes, we're saying something else. The little things that matter. Let's talk about it. In business, in relationship, in anywhere, the little things that matter.
I think one of the things could be patience. Well, in day-to-day life, then maybe even in relationship, relating with other people, I think not being patient enough sometimes makes people or a lot of us lose opportunities and sometimes even lose relationships. Which kinds of link with communication. Sometimes we are not patient enough to communicate our reasons behind doing some things, or maybe our reasons behind getting angry. Sometimes when we get angry, we just You just scatter everything. And then at the end of the day, some people regret it, some people don't regret it, but most will end up regretting because we're not patient enough. As little as driving on the road sometimes, so, if you're not patient enough, you'll find yourself in the bush. Just through a small mistake. So, patience, that's just one thing I think part of the little things. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So patience is very key. Just might have to wait a little longer. Keep quiet a little longer. Maybe explain a little further. Patience. So really, that's key. That's a good one. Okay. Who again is there?
You have to be tolerating. Tolerance, very, very important. Keep your head low. You have to try to understand things from other people's perspective. Try to allow them. Try to tolerate things. You don't lash out every time. You don't react to everything you hear or see. Yeah. Tolerance matters. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Saying thank you, saying sorry, showing people around you love. You see, of lately, I've learned something, or let me say I'm still learning, to be kind to people.
Yeah.
Because people are actually going through a lot. But not everybody will come out and say, this is what I'm going through. Because they believe when they speak out their mind, people will make jest of them. And people will judge them. We tend to judge people easily. As for me, I don't judge people. For instance, if you're a single mother, I won't say because this and that, that's why you're a single mother. So there are so many reasons that warrant it. So the best thing we can do is just to be kind to people. There are so many wounded lions. I say wounded lions, they're just, going about. Everybody's just trying to put on a smiling face. Everybody's just trying to show that they are fine. But if you sit and have a conversation with these people, then you will know that people are actually going through a lot. But I shall not share everybody. So I just feel, let's be kind to people, please.
Okay.
Let's always be kind to people. Let's be kind to people. Let's learn to give. Let's learn to give. Because this Buhari economy, no, it is well known. Abi Buhari bawo. Tinubu jare. So let's be kind to people. Let's show people's love. Let's learn to give. No matter how little it may look to you. It may look little to you. And it may look big to the people that you are giving to. God will help us.
Fire. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Learn to say sorry. Learn to say thank you, to be appreciative of whatever is done for you and to you or towards you. And then be kind. Like the bike man that carried you, you pay the guy. There's no point of saying thank you. But still you can say thank you. The cabman.
Why we say point in saying thank you to an Okada?
To the cabman that you pay for carrying you, there's no point of saying thank you, but still you can say thank you. To the man they referred you to who does not know you and gave you job, even though you deliver very well and they negotiate your price at the end of the day, you can still say thank you. And when you are on your right, you can still say sorry. And even when people don't deserve your kindness, you can still decide to show kindness. Really, those are big stuff. And many times they look very little, like they are things that can easily get swept away by I'm on my right. There are things that can easily get swept away by that's where it should be. But then they just go a long way. That's a good one. Yes, I'm also thinking a little bit of cockiness is also needed. When you relate with people, you do business, just spice it up with some cockiness. So, this is what I do, and this I don't dabble into. So sometimes that is also needed. I just believe we all have learned one or two things this morning. So let's see how we can put all of these things into our daily activities. Yeah, so little things that matter. We have seen all kinds of things. To be tolerant, to go extra mile, honesty, kindness, tolerance, kindness, extra mile, saying sorry, saying thank you,
Giving.
giving. Giving is another good one. So it's good to give. So I just want us to see all of these things from different angles, and we after this call can actually look at different other areas of those little things. And one of the ways we can actually find out is some of the things that people have done to you that don't seem to be much, but for that reason you seem to like that person for doing it. Yeah. So we can look at those things and see how we can improve the things we do from there. Those little things that matter. We have always talked about the big things that matter. How disciplined you should be, how much you should read, how you should go to school, how you should try and make money, how you should put your life in order, how you should be creative, how you should be all sorts of things. Well, I just felt this morning it's a good idea to actually consider those little things that matter. I want us to put them into practice. You can start making your adjustment by calling the people that matter in your life and you have not appreciated in a long time. Just call me and daddy, just say thank you. Even when they wonder what they did to deserve your appreciation, just say thank you. And like your neighbor, if he's doing anyhow, you can just say, my dear, I'm sorry. Even when you're on your right. And those little things, a little more of tolerance with people you work with, a little more of accommodation to people around you, a little more of kindness to the people you come across. Yeah, those little gestures, empathy, all those things, they go a long way. So yeah, that's basically it this morning.